Hey everyone, so I'm gonna make some peanut butter and I wanted to make a video of the whole process so you can see just how ridiculously easy it is. So in my blender I actually use the unsalted dry roasted nuts. So I did add just under a half teaspoon of salt in the bottom, and then I added the peanuts. So this blender is really heavy duty. Needs two hands to take it off. You'll notice it has the electrical connectors underneath. This is a heating element, so it doesn't always heat. It heats on certain settings. So if you put it on the smoothie setting, it's obviously not going to heat up. It does get warm on the grind setting just because this is a 2 horsepower blender, so it gets up to like 7 miles an hour while it's blending the peanuts. It is kind of loud, not gonna lie. You won't be able to hear me while this is going, so I'm going to turn it on. So it has its settings. It's got smoothie, alternative milk. It does come with a straining bag, so if you're going to make your almond milk or your cashew milk, you can strain it through here and then leave the pulp in here. It also comes with a cleaning brush if you need it. These are great. I have a couple of these that I use to clean my kitchen with. It's got the really sharp end on one side and the toothbrush on the other that's got the beveled head, so it really fits into the small areas. I actually haven't needed to use this yet when cleaning the blender because the self-clean does such a good job with the peanut butter and jelly, and honestly that's primarily what I've used it for so far. I'm planning on making a couple of the soups this weekend. But it has the soup setting, it has a heated puree setting, so if you know someone who's making their own baby food, or if you like to make a cauliflower soup base and then you can add your pureed vegetables, it's a great way to use up your vegetables at the end of the harvest season, is to puree them and then freeze them. It's got the jam setting, the sauce setting, and then the grind setting, and then of course my favorite, the heated wash setting. So everything is done with this button here. Oh, it also has a pulse setting too. So there's some recipes that, you know, after the setting's done, you're going to add some stuff in and then you're going to pulse it. Pulse works just like any other blender. So you just turn this dial and it lets you know what setting it's on. So right now it's on the grind setting. It's going to go for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So the blender comes with what we call a tamper. So it's especially useful with the nuts because they do have a tendency to ride up, and putting the tamper in allows you to push the nuts back down without having to stop the blender. So it lets you know when the lid is off. It actually has an electronic sensor in here, so that's, you'll notice it makes that sound and says lid, and it's not going to work now because the lid is off. So when I need to tamper the nuts down, I can just pull this off, stick the tamper and push them down, and then put this back on. With the peanut butter, you don't actually have to put it back on once it starts grinding, but in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm going to have the smoothest peanut butter in the world. So I'm going to hit start. I'm not going to talk for the next 2 minutes because you're not going to be able to hear me, but here it goes. My dogs don't like this. That's it. So it's done now. It's going to keep beeping at me if I don't shut it off, so I am just going to turn it off. And then you will see, so like I said, it is warm. You can see the steam coming out of the blender. You might not be able to see it on the phone. But it's just going to pour right into the cup. And you can see the consistency and just how creamy it is. So I've also had really good luck making grape jelly with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video and I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, which might not be able to do right away because the dogs are kind of angry. But I'm going to post this video for you guys to see. So I will see you after. Alright, so my peanut butter's all out. It's sitting in the jar. I'm going to let it cool off a little bit before before I put the lid on it. So in here, I haven't rinsed it, nothing. All I did was add to the 3-cup line, I added some water and just 1 drop of soap. That's it. You don't want to put more than that in because it's kind of like when you put regular dish soap in the dishwasher, it will make a mess. And we're just going to put the lid back on. We're going to turn it on and we're going to put it over to the heated wash cycle. So what it's going to do is initially it's going to just blend real quick and then it's going to stop and it's going to heat up to 140 degrees and then it's going to spin like crazy for about 1.5 minutes. And when I rinse it out, you'll see it's clean. So like I said, you rinse it out and then there might be a little bit up here where the seal is, but the hard part, the blades, are going to be spotless clean. So I'm going to start it. Like I said, it's going to blend for a second and then stop. So it's up to 102 degrees right now, and it's just going to slowly warm up to 140. So when you get the blender, it does come with a 60-page recipe book that is full of all sorts of instructions and different recipes that you can do. There's smoothie recipes, all sorts of different options. There is, let's see, all your alternative milks, your jams, which is my favorite so far, your soups, your sauces. I posted this video, or this recipe for the hidden veggie marinara sauce, which is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I'm not a vegetable person. I do not like zucchinis. I'm kind of afraid of zoodles. But the sauce is amazing and it's so easy to just add the recipes or add the ingredients, set it, and walk away. I mean, it'll beep at you when it needs you again. So you can be, you know, changing the load of laundry, emptying the dishwasher, you can be helping your kids with the homework. You don't have to be standing over the stove. And that's what I love about both the blender and the quick cooker, is it really allows you to step away from the kitchen and have a wonderful meal. So it's really been a time saver for me. I mean, as you can see, I'm still in my work uniform. I came home and, you know, got dinner thrown in, and now I'm making peanut butter for a friend. But I wanted to show you guys. So this is actually going to start up in a minute because it's up to 136 degrees already. I can actually hear it starting to boil. So it's going to start up again. And then I forget how long, for 2 minutes it's going to go. So you can see all the soap and all the suds and the hot water with the, you know, with the soap and the constant blending motion really cleans this well. I'm going to let it go for the full video and then I'm going to dump it out and rinse the soap out, and then I'll show you how clean the blades are. But this is warm, like this is hot. I've made soup and the soup boils because it gets up to, you know, over 200 degrees, so you can actually see the soup boiling while it's mixing. So the soup setting's cool because it only mixes like every minute or so. So it doesn't mix, then it mixes all the while it's heating up. So it's pretty cool. about 10 more seconds. Alright, so it's beeping to let me know it's done. So I'm going to shut it off or it will keep beeping at me. So I'm going to take this off. And as you can see, the blades are crystal clean. I still need to finish rinsing it. It's got soap in it, but I wanted to show you the bottom of it and just how perfect it is. So I mean, you don't have to scrub it. You don't have to do anything. This is not something you can submerge in water. So the heated wash cycle is something that's pretty necessary for it because, like I said, it does have an electronic base. So you can rinse it. You know, this can get wet, but you want to try not to get the base wet. So that is it. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Bye.